Hey everyone, Todd here, internalarchitect.com. In this video, you will learn why stagnation is death. Now, it's kind of a strange little bit of a topic, and I want to make sure that I kind of set some guidelines here. Now, this isn't necessarily about straight dying or death because of not moving, although that is a very possible thing, and I think as we get older it is a even more possible situation that we could encounter. What I mean is, like, by not taking the time to learn things and to do things that will help open your mind and to expand your soul and create an environment for you to really grow as a person, whether that is reading or exercising or getting involved in community affairs, or there's hundreds of different things that you can do to really keep yourself essentially moving and doing things that will help you in the long run. Also, stagnation is death came from a point where I was in the hospital and I saw all this stuff happening, especially more so when I was in the infusion rooms going through all my treatment. And I would see all the people that were going through cancer. They were all hooked up to the IVs. They were getting their chemotherapy, and a lot of them were just really just looked horrible and looked like they didn't care anymore. And I talk about a lady in my book, an older lady, probably in her 70s or 80s, that just didn't want to do it anymore. And she, I remember going into infusion and she was in there, and each time I would see her, she just looked a little bit worse and a little bit worse, and by like the 6th or 7th round, she was just looked emotionally dead. And granted, she was an older lady and just not, maybe she had a good life or something, but you could just see just how frail and how over it she was. And granted, because of her age, there was that little bit of like, I just don't want to fight anymore. But even as a younger person, there's a point to where we have to continue doing good things and keeping ourselves and our minds really working, at close to tip-top shape, that we can make it happen. And by learning and reading and socializing and doing things that will keep us moving will really help keep the stagnation from really creeping into our lives. Now, it's really easy to allow ourselves to kind of go down this path, right? With TV and social media, we can get home and we can veg out, and then it becomes this really difficult way of kind of getting out of this rut, because they call it entertainment for a reason, and it's a way to escape the reality of what our lives are going through at the time. And entertainment, I think, is a good thing in small doses, but when you are using it as an everyday escape, then it becomes a real problem with how you are approaching your daily life and the things that go on with what you want to accomplish, and as you age and as you get older, and it goes against the goals and the aspirations that you have as you age too. I've taken a pretty hard line on the TV and the social media, and I've taken a huge step back just because I don't want to waste my time doing things that waste time. I do enough wasting time when I'm working and doing things for my job just because of how everything is set up with that. But I want to make sure that the time that I have, I can spend doing the stuff that I need. I would rather be doing and creating information and giving value to people that really need it, to cancer survivors and even cancer patients and people that are trying to figure out what they're doing now that cancer is an experience in their life. As long as I'm working towards that, and as long as I'm sharing my insight and giving value to you, then I'm doing my job, right? And I'm not saying that I want you to not watch YouTube videos or TV or anything. Like I said, it's good in small doses, but don't spend all your time doing it, right? I have a few subscriptions that I do watch on YouTube, and I don't watch them every day. I'm busy doing things and creating things that are more important for my followers and the people that I really do care about, because that's where my goal and my aspirations lie. By doing this and by doing the research that I need, it's keeping me going, it's avoiding stagnation, and as I really feel like, it's avoiding death in my eyes. As long as I keep moving forward and I keep doing things that are good and positive for myself, that stagnation goes away, and I keep pushing death off further and further. And especially as I'm getting older, I'm in my early 40s right now, and it's important to keep moving and to keep learning and to keep growing. So that is my little tidbit about why stagnation is death. If you have any questions or comments, hit me in the section below. Give me a thumbs up too if you like the video, and please share if this is something you think your friends and people that could really benefit from. So appreciate your time and energy. I hope you had a great day, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video.